If you're looking at Avenir right now, you're probably asking yourself one big question. Should I buy while the community is still growing? Or should I wait until more of it is finished? That is a very fair question. Avenir is not the same kind of decision as buying in a fully established Palm Beach Gardens neighborhood where everything around you already exists. This is a master plan community that is still developing, which means buyers are weighing what is here today against what is coming next. For some people, buying now may be the smarter move. Others may feel more comfortable waiting until the community feels more complete. The mistake is assuming there is one right answer for every buyer. There is not. The right answer depends on your timeline, budget, risk tolerance, lifestyle, and how you feel about buying into a community while it's still taking shape. In this video, I want to walk through the real pros and cons of buying an Avenir now versus waiting, so you can understand which side of that decision may make more sense for you. The first reason buyers consider getting into Avenir now is simple. You may have more opportunity before the community feels fully built out. When a master plan community is still growing, buyers often have access to builder inventory, new phases, different floor plans, and sometimes more flexibility than they may have later. That does not mean every deal is automatically amazing. It means there may be some choices. You may be able to compare communities, builders, lots, incentives, move-in timelines, and design options before the area becomes more established. Waiting can give you more certainty, but it can also limit your options. Once certain lots are gone, they are gone. After a particular floor plan sells out, you may not be able to recreate that same opportunity. If a builder changes pricing, releases a new phase, adjusts incentives, or sells through the homes that fit your budget, the decision can look different very quickly. That is why timing matters. Not because everyone needs to rush, but because the version of Avenir available today may not be the same version available 6 months or a year from now. Now, that brings us to pricing. A lot of buyers look at Avenir and wonder whether prices will come down if they wait. That is possible in some situations, especially if market conditions shift, interest rates change, or a builder needs to move inventory. At the same time, waiting does not always mean saving money. In a growing community, prices can move for several reasons. Builder-based prices may change, lot premiums can become more expensive, incentives may come and go, finished resale homes may start competing with new construction. Demand can increase as more amenities, services, and convenience are added around the community. This is why I do not like giving buyers a blanket answer. The better question is not simply, will prices be lower later? A more useful question is, what do I gain by waiting? And what could I lose? If waiting gives you more comfort, more cash reserves, a better interest rate, or a clearer sense of community, that can be valuable. When the delay causes you to lose the floor plan, lot, builder, or price range that actually fit you, the math may not work in your favor. Another reason people think about waiting is because Avenir is still changing. Some buyers love being early in a community like this. They like seeing the growth happen around them. They understand that future amenities, retail, services, road improvements, landscaping, and community infrastructure can add convenience over time. For that buyer, getting in before everything feels finished can be part of the appeal. They are not only buying what exists today, they are buying into the direction of the community. Other buyers feel differently. They want to see the finished product before they commit. Construction nearby may bother them. They may not want to live through dust, trucks, temporary traffic patterns, or the feeling that parts of the community are still in progress. Neither buyer is wrong. They just have different comfort levels. Avenir can be exciting if you like growth, future upside in a newer master planned environment. For someone who wants a quiet, fully settled neighborhood from day one, waiting may feel better. That is one of the biggest lifestyle questions to ask yourself before you buy here. The next piece is inventory. Inventory is one of the biggest reasons I tell buyers not to make this decision only from a distance. Online, Avenir can look like one big community. In reality, the experience can feel very different depending on which section you are considering. Some homes may be move-in ready. Others may require a longer build timeline. Certain neighborhoods may have more activity, while another area may have limited availability. One buyer may want a 55+ lifestyle. Another may care more about luxury finishes, a larger floor plan, a specific builder, or lower maintenance living. Someone else may be focused on proximity to future amenities or the feeling of a quieter street. That is why buy now or wait is not just a market question. It is also an inventory question. If the right home is available now, waiting may create more uncertainty. When current options do not match your needs, patience can be the smarter move. The key is knowing the difference. You do not want to buy just because something is available. At the same time, you do not want to wait out of habit and then realize the better fit already passed you by. Builder incentives are another major part of this conversation. Sometimes buyers assume the best incentive is always coming later. That can happen, but it is not guaranteed. Builders adjust incentives based on inventory, sales pace, interest rates, construction timelines, and what they need to sell at that moment. 1 month, the stronger offer may be on closing costs. Another release may have a financing incentive. A different home could have different upgrades, price adjustments, or a quicker move-in timeline. Those incentives can help, but they should not distract you from the bigger picture. A good incentive on the wrong home is not really a win. The best decision is not always the one with the largest credit or the lowest advertised payment. You still have to look at the lot, floor plan, community fit, long-term resale appeal, total monthly costs, and whether the home actually supports the way you want to live. That is where local guidance matters. A buyer looking only at a builder promotion may miss the trade-offs behind it. Someone comparing the full picture can understand whether the incentive is meaningful or just making an average option look more attractive. Now let's talk about resale potential. Avenir is still maturing, which means today's buyers are making a decision before the full community story is complete. That can be attractive. If the area continues to grow, future amenities are completed, demand remains strong. Palm Beach Gardens continues to attract buyers. Early owners may benefit from being in before the community feels fully established. That is the upside argument. The other side is that buyers need to understand what they are buying and where their home sits within the larger plan. Not every lot will have the same appeal. A home near future construction may feel different from one on a quieter street. Some floor plans may age better than others. Upgrade choices can affect how a resale competes later. Community fit also matters because buyers in Avenir are not all looking for the same lifestyle. That is why I always want people thinking beyond the purchase day. If you buy now, ask yourself how the home will look to the next buyer. Will the lot still make sense? Does the floor plan feel flexible? Are the upgrades thoughtful? Will the location within the community still look appealing as more of Avenir is built around you? Those questions can help you make a stronger decision today. There's also an emotional side to this decision. Some buyers are comfortable buying based on vision. They can look at a master plan, understand what is coming, and feel excited about being part of the early growth. That kind of buyer may see construction as temporary and future convenience as part of the reward. Another person may feel anxious if too much is still unfinished. They want to walk the area, see the retail, experience the traffic flow, and know exactly what daily life feels like before they commit. Both reactions are normal. The important thing is to be honest about which type of buyer you are. If uncertainty makes you uncomfortable, waiting may give you peace of mind. When you are excited by growth and you understand the trade-offs, buying earlier may feel like an opportunity. There's no perfect timing that works for everyone. The goal is to make the decision with your eyes open. So when does buying now make sense? It may make sense if you find the right home, the right lots, the right builder, and the right community fit at a price that works for your budget. It may also make sense if you believe in the long-term direction of Avenir and you are comfortable living in a community that is still evolving. Buying now can be especially appealing if current inventory matches your needs better than what you expect to see later. A move-in ready or near complete home may also be helpful if your timeline is tight. For buyers who care about having more choices, earlier phases and available inventory can be meaningful. The key is not buying because you're afraid to miss out. A better reason is buying because the numbers, lifestyle, location, and timing line up. That is when acting now can make sense. Waiting may make more sense for a different buyer. If you're not sure which part of Avenir fits you, slowing down can help. When your budget is still unclear, more preparation may be the right move. A buyer who does not want to live near construction may prefer waiting until more of the area is complete. If interest rates, personal timing, or the sale of another home are creating pressure, Forcing a purchase may not be wise. Waiting can also help if current inventory does not match your priorities. Avenir has different sections: builders, price points, lifestyles, and timelines. You do not need to make the wrong move just to say you bought early. A smart buyer knows when patience is actually discipline. That said, waiting should still be intentional. Do not wait simply because you assume a better deal will magically appear. Wait because you know what you're looking for, and the current market is not giving it to you yet. Here's the part I think buyers sometimes miss. The risk is not only buying too soon, there's also a risk in waiting too long. If prices rise, incentives disappear, or the best lots sell, waiting can cost you. Should inventory tighten in the section you wanted most, your choices may become more limited. When future amenities open and the community feels more complete, demand may look different than it does today. That does not mean waiting is wrong. It means waiting has to be a strategy. A buyer who says, "I want to wait until the town center is open," may feel more comfortable later, but they may also be buying after some of the upside has already been priced in. Someone who says, "I want to wait until resale inventory gives me more finished home options," may be making a very reasonable choice. The difference comes down to why you are waiting. If the delay helps you make a better decision, it can be smart. When hesitation is the only reason, you may end up with fewer options and more frustration. My advice is to look at Avenir through 3 questions. First, does the community fit your lifestyle today, not just in the future? Second, does the home you are considering make sense without depending on every future promise going perfectly? Third, are you comfortable with the version of Avenir you would actually be living in during the next few years? Those questions keep the decision grounded. Future amenities are exciting, but your daily life still starts the day you move in. The home, lot, street, builder, layout, and current convenience all matter. Avenir's future may be part of the attraction, but the present version still has to work for you. That is why I do not think buyers should only ask, "Should I buy now or wait?" A better question is, what would make this the right time for me? So should you buy an Avenir now or wait? For the right buyer, buying now can make a lot of sense. You may get access to inventory, lots, builder opportunities, or incentives that may not be available later. You may also be buying into the long-term direction of the community before everything feels fully finished. For another buyer, waiting may be the better decision. If you need more certainty, less construction, a clearer daily lifestyle, or different inventory, patience can protect you from making the wrong move. The mistake is thinking one answer applies to everyone. Avenir is not a simple yes or no decision. It is a timing decision, a lifestyle decision, and a financial decision all at the same time. If you are trying to decide whether to buy an Avenir now or wait, reach out to me directly. I can help you compare what is available, what is coming, what has already sold, and which options could actually fit the way you want to live. For more videos about Avenir, Palm Beach Gardens, and luxury real estate in South Florida, make sure you are subscribed to this channel.